All right, here we go. This is a pretty iffy hand, but I mean, I think we have to keep it. It's got the start with the Swift Sphere. We're on the play. We just get to start beating down. We have the Mutagenic Growth. Next turn, we have the Bolt if we need it. We have the Thought Scour if we need it. I love it when everyone sends us messages. All right. The name gives it away every time. The username that was given to me. All right, so I don't think we want a mutagenic growth here. We just want to get in, and then we'll use it when we need it. But we have options. I mean, basically, we hit one more land here, and this hand going to be pretty good, I think. So looks like we might be playing against Jund. Oh, we did it. Look, easy game. Okay, so let's just go ahead and start with thought scouring ourselves and see what we can do here. What do we get in the graveyard? Immunity. So we've got another one, and we hit another land, so that's pretty good as well. All right, so let's go ahead and attack. See what our opponent. I don't know what Black Cleave Cliffs, but no one drop means. Like typically, if it's Jund, they're going to have either a tap land on the first turn, or they've got an Inquisition, or he would have bolted our guy. So doing none of the above there is a little odd, but we'll see. See what he follows up with. Oh, it's Living End. I see. Well, this is probably not a great matchup. Maybe we can just combo kill him. We can do a lot of damage next turn. So as long as he doesn't turn 3S, maybe? Shriek Maw will be pretty bad, though. I see. This is actually pretty bad for him because I'm going to bolt my own guy here. So it comes back from the Living End. Although maybe I just messed up. Maybe I was supposed... Oh, he's going to want his guy back. I would say maybe I guess I should have technically waited for the Living End to go on the stack. Be odd of him to... I guess... I mean... Yeah, he's still going to get more out of it, so... Okay. Well, we're definitely going to have to try to combo him out. That's for sure. So we have 1, 2, 3. So this guy costs 5 currently. Let's see if we can... I mean, I'm going to attack. I can Battle Rage and Growth here. I guess, and I should have played my... He's just not going to do anything. If I Battle Rage and Growth... I don't have double red for the Reveler. Okay. So I should have played the Stomping Ground tap this turn, I think. Question is, do we go for either of those? And if we go for either, it has to be both, right? So this would make it very large. This would make it a 4. This makes it a 5, so we do 10. So that's no good. Yeah, I think I messed this turn up a little bit. But depending on our draw, we can still do stuff. Manamorphose, for instance, would be very good. He used the Simian Spirit Guide to hit that on turn 3, so let's see where he goes from here. Rough. That's unfortunate. Well, drawing another land is not what we needed there. Alright, this turn we have to go for it. Especially since he'll sack and then we'll do it. I guess we'll go ahead and do this. And then I suspect he'll sack, at which point we'll Temur Battle Rage. At which point we'll have 5 things and we can cast Bedlam Reveler. I think that's pretty good. We'll see here. We have another basic mountain to fetch for. Alright, sweet. Oh. Oh, this is fine. Okay. I don't want to do this yet. I need to let... I just need to add mana and let this resolve. I need to let Mutagenic Growth resolve. Alright, there we go. There, we'll get in for 10 now, because it gives it trample. We will play this fetch, get our mountain, cast our Bedlam Reveler. Oh no, it's don't have enough? I thought we'd have 5. Oh, we need 6, so we do have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, miscounted. We're not dead though. We're not dead, and see what we can draw. And he's keeping a blocker back, which tells me he doesn't have another living end effect. Fork Bolt, huh? It's very close to killing him. I think we just do 2 to him, and then we shock ourselves to 4 and Reveler. Because we could just Reveler and... we can't cast the Bolt if we draw it, though. Yeah, we're getting punished pretty hard for not playing this earlier now. It's not bad, though. It's still good here. Could still make a difference. Vapor Snag off the top would probably win us the game. Taxium, yeah, we got punished so hard because we drew the Lightning Bolt. Although maybe it really wasn't that punishing. So probing right here does nothing. We actually just don't want to die and we win. So I'm just going to do nothing. I'm going to make him think we have something. My plan will just be to block. So as long as he doesn't have a violent outburst here, I think we're good. Or obviously untap into a Demonic Dread. Even if he does, he's only got a Fulminator Mage in his graveyard, and we're at 4. So even if he has that, we could be fine. So I guess so I say we got punished for playing that. We got punished by 2 life for that Stomping Ground. We couldn't have won this turn because we didn't draw. We'll see what our draws next turn. But like, so we would have had. We could have fetched for this basic mountain this turn. Okay. I think that's fine. We can go to 1, untap and bolt him. But yeah, we would have been at 6 life, I think is the difference. That doesn't matter. Okay. I think we're good here. I think we're going to win on 1 life. So the way it would have worked earlier is we wouldn't have had to shock. We would have had access to the same mana on this turn, but we wouldn't have had to shock ourselves. So the only difference is, hey, we're in that situation. We could have get probed for this blue mana that we had open, and then if we hit a lightning bolt, I think we could have got him. Maybe, I don't know. Either way, we win. I think we messed up our land sequencing a little bit there, but all right. So let's see what we got for this deck. I don't think we have that much, to be honest. I don't feel great about it. We have 1 Tormod script, so I'm glad that we stole a game. I mean, removal is still good against them. Vapor Snag is reasonable against them. The 1-drops are all good. I mean, I like the Teamer Battle Rages because we have to combo kill them. Maybe we just choose not to play this Dismember game. And cut a snag, perhaps. I'm honestly not sure exactly what we want to do here. Fork Bolt seems pretty bad. Let's get the other... I think this is where we... Especially given how little we interaction have, I think this is where we just have to try to combo them out with Teamer Battle Rage. I wonder what would happen. I wonder if this deck would be better with... I don't know. I just want to do more damage to ourselves with a mana base now that we, took the step of adding the 1 green land to cast Mutagenic Growth. At what point do you just play Teamer and play Become Immense? We're filling up our graveyard. I don't know. Either way, this hand's keepable. I think I'm going to go ahead and shock myself here. Because, yeah, we're going to need double red for that, so... Let's see what we can do. I like free spells. I think I may just play the awkward. We only get excuse me. We don't get the mutagenic growth. We only get the get probe because we have to fetch. That's too bad. Maybe because the optimal play may have been to take the mutagenic growth as the one card we get here. I think we can go ahead and just fetch a mountain, save ourselves a little bit of life. But yeah, I think we just have to go for this. I guess we get to find out, don't we? What's he got? Well, he has it, so this is very bad for us. Oh, sigh. Okay. So we're gonna have to plan on beating a violent outburst. That's a thing. And but he doesn't. Gosh. So we want to do as much damage as we can this turn, because that means if he does pull the trigger on the Spirit Guide Violent Outburst, he doesn't get to. He only has one creature in his graveyard rather than, well, two, the Street Wraith, but rather than having the Architects in there as well. Go for it, I guess. Then again, now that we draw Thoughtscour, we could mill creatures into our graveyard, but this is gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough for sure. But yeah, I mean, gosh, the thing is, I don't really know what our outs. He's gonna see so many more cards, and he has multiple living end effects. So I don't know what the plan is. Gonna be rough. So let's think about our hand. We have a lot of card selection. We even have a fair amount of card draw later in the game with the Bedlam Reveler. We have the Teamer Battle Rage to try to combo him off at some point, but he has just like such a good hand. Looks like he's tanking over there. Don't know quite what he wants to do, but I think we're gonna mutagenic growth. Try to get in for 5, poke him down, so that the Teamer Battle Rage play later might work a little better. You know, or if he chooses not to take it and burns his Simian Spirit Guide, then that's just what happens. Any violent outbursts, and we sort of deal with it, and then try to reload from there. There's also this some line where, I mean, he's going to do it next turn. I'm going to say we could play our Bedlam Reveler, or we could play our Faithless Looting, discard our Bedlam Reveler, so that it would come back from a living end. That's an interesting line. So I doubt he responds to the Faithless Looting by casting it. But all right, I'll go ahead and not make you guys wait through this. I'll come back when he comes back. All right, our opponent has returned, and we are still attacking. Let's see if he pulls the trigger on it. Maybe I won't even have to cast Burn My Mutagenic Growth. Nice, okay. Don't even have to burn the Mutagenic Growth here. I mean, this is still going to be rough for us, but... Yep. You got 2 creatures in play. We have 0. What we do have is a graveyard we can fill up for Bedlam Reveler. This is actually going to be super rough, because say, like, we do something, this comes into play, if ever there's a situation where this is in the graveyard along with our Storm Chaser Mage, this comes into play and shoots our Storm Chaser Mage, unless we have a, mutagenic growth to save it, so... This is not a good spot. At all. Oh, we're on Hardcast Simian Spirit Guide plan. This is bad news. Okay, that's a draw, I suppose. Can I cast it? We take 8 next turn and don't die, but then we basically can't do anything with our deck, so... Guess we thought scour ourselves. 1, 2, 3, 4. We hit not a land. Let's play Faithless Looting. Oh, right on time, right on time. So, if there was some world uh, in which, yeah, we're just dead. We go to 1. After that, we can Bedlam Reveler, I'm sure, at this point, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we could Bedlam Reveler. We're just dead. The old Cascade. This is one of the best plays. Cascade into Living End. Don't cast Living End. Just resolve Violent Outburst to give your creatures +1, +0, and attack for lethal. Yeah, I've played a lot of Living End in my life, and that play gets overlooked a lot. All right. Yep. These cards all still bad. Yep. All still bad. Agreed. Sure. And maybe we want this. Maybe it's just so hard. I don't know. You just have so few ways of interacting with that. I don't. I feel like we're just losing if we try to play the kill your creatures game. But if we can put enough pressure on and make him burn him early, he's definitely shown a propensity for burning him early. Maybe it'll work. So let's get rid of the snags. Get in the dismembers. Especially since we're on the play this game, we may be able to force him to pull the trigger a little early. I'd like to play first. I'd love to keep this hand, but I can't. Close. Wow. I guess we have to keep this. This is good for a couple reasons. Mainly that, you know. Sure. So, I want to draw that Manamorphose, so I'm just going to do this. And, well. Yeah, I guess I could have saved 1 life. It doesn't matter. I could have saved a life and fetched for a basic island, but that may come to bite us later, actually, so I'm fine with this. We were likely going to shock ourselves anyways. Alright, so we'll go ahead and put that into our graveyard like we want. Yeah, load that thing up. Ooh. Okay. Blister Coil weird, buddy. So, like I was saying, the sort of nice thing to these Thought Scours is that, not only does it fill our graveyard up for Bedlam Reveler, but we can just mill creatures. If we're fortunate enough, we can mill creatures and get them back when he pulls the trigger on the Living End. And he doesn't have green man in this game, so he can't summon Spirit Guide into. I kind of just want to get the Steam Vents and shock myself again. Maybe that's just super wrong. We get an island, then we have the double red, but we can't bolt. I'm gonna try to save a little bit of damage here. We want to mill creatures. And yeah, we're missing out on theoretically on a point here or whatever, but it's fine. So we just want to fill our graveyard up as mana efficiently as possible. Okay, so instead we milled our only sideboard card. Yeah, okay. Let's try again. Show me creatures. Creatures in the graveyard. Bedlam Reveler in the graveyard, please. None of the above, huh? Not even. This is bad. Not what we want to do. I'm gonna go ahead and burn my Manamorphose. That's pretty unlucky that we hit nothing to. We hit nothing to put creatures in our graveyard to make his living ends worse, despite milling 6. And he has the. Interesting. He could have had the turn 2 there if he wanted him. Instead, he's choosing that the turn 3 is probably good enough, and he's probably right. So, get probe for mana. We get our attack in here at least, so we can make it a big one. Yep, those are cards. Swiss Sphere. Get in for 6, make him pull the trigger on a bad. Yeah, sure. And then we have the Storm Chaser Mage follow-up. We can, force him to shock himself. Like, we get him for 6, and then he has to shock himself and Violent Outburst for just like 2 creatures, and then we can Storm Chaser Mage and try to race, which might be possible because he's at 14, and maybe lower if he has to shock himself with that Tomb. I really didn't look at his hand that well. I just saw that he has the living end pieces. He might have a basic forest for all the attention I paid to to the exact contents of his hand. Does it show it to me? Nope, not in chat. Yeah, it's sort of whatever. Whether he shocks himself or not wouldn't change my play there. We just have to get him for as much damage as possible, force him to pull the trigger on a subpar living end, and then try to race with Storm Chaser Mage. These Thought Scours were just so unlucky. Not only did we hit no creatures, which would have, obviously just been great for us, we didn't even hit like a Faithless Looting or something. Yeah, I mean, how good would if we had a Bedlam Reveler in our graveyard right now? He would he pulls the trigger on his living end, and then we get a draw 3, while more importantly, having a 3/4 in play that can just kill him with the Temur Battle Rage combo. The Temur Battle Rage plus spells combo. It's very, very complicated combo. Complicated in its simplicity. He's gonna main face it. Sure. So now his next living end is mediocre-ish, and he's at 12. And we get a Storm Chaser Mage Bolt, hit him for 5, put him at 7. He's going to lose the top 3 of his own. I mean, I don't feel like we're winning here, especially as we draw yet another land, but in our 18 land deck. But we have outs. I think that I'm going to bolt the Architects. This doesn't have reach, right? Okay. For a minute I thought it did. Okay, I'm going to bolt this so that he has to try to commit something else to the board. Oh, I have 6 and didn't play land. That's probably not going to bite us. But yeah, this actually, I mean, we're not winning the race or whatever right now because we have 2 lands in hand, but I mean, we just very skillfully didn't play a land to get him here. Now, next turn he gets to just start casting his creatures, which is the oft forgot plan B of Living End, which is use the early Living End as a Wrath and then just cast your 5 drops. Oh, okay, more land. I like it. We've drawn 3 lands in a row or something. We definitely, I think, had some outs to win this game. I don't know if all these lands are it, but we're passing with a lot of mana open. Surely he's scared right now. I'd be terrified if I were him. We didn't play a land. We passed. Then we did play a land and passed with 2 cards in hand. Just next level in here. Well, we have another turn to try to find something. Because at least as things currently stand, a Living End on his part does not wreck us, but him just casting 5 drops might. Like that. I think we've lost. We need to hit Bedlam Reveler off the top. Alright, Bedlam Reveler, let's go! Called it! 100%. 100% called that right there. Oh my gosh. I have no idea if we're going to win this game. I honestly don't know if we will. I also don't know why. I guess he's holding up his thing. I thought he was hard casting a Shriek Maw, but man, did we call that. Give me something good. Give me something good, deck. Oh, what a rip. Our only out in this game was some series of draws into Bedlam Reveler. And I still don't know if we're going to win, and honestly I don't care if we do, but we called that right off the top. He's just Tilt City over there. He's like, man, I know he had nothing but lands in hand. I know he was just trying to mind trick me, but I saw through it. And now he just top decked this Bedlam Reveler. What a savage. That's what he's thinking right now. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, don't do it. Alright, well, our Bedlam Reveler is gonna bite the dust. He's gonna bring back a couple guys. We're gonna bring back a couple guys. I don't actually know if this is good for him. He can kill one of these guys. I mean, he can kill that haste guy, sure. And we're gonna draw 3 cards at the end of this. Yeah, it was odd that I see why he evoked the Shriekmaw because he was obviously planning on this, but you know I didn't think that he needed to. He could have just like the position that game was in. He could have just hard casted it and killed me in 2 turns. Um, so that play maybe a little odd. Obviously, it makes sense given what he did, but it's still maybe a little odd. All right, Charlotte. All right, well, that's that. One good turn deserves another, as they say. We rip Bedlam Reveler off the top, promptly draws us 3 more lands after we've already mana flooded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I think we've gone through like 10 of the 18 lands or something in our deck. Whatever. Fear. It's got fear. I can't block. I'm going to fetch. Oh gosh, is there anything to hit even? Alright, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we can still. Oh, but now that he's played that, I don't want to. Alright, something good. That wasn't exactly what we were looking for. It blocked a Simian Spirit Guide though. Problem is we just have to attack. On my next turn, I would like to draw the cards Mutagenic Growth, which puts this guy to 4, into Temur Battle Rage, which would kill him. That's what I would like to draw. Temur Battle Rage itself does not kill him. It only does 4. Depends, I guess, if it's blocked for something. Lightning Bolt does 5. Weird game. We definitely, this game was us whiffing on 3 Thought Scours in terms of putting anything relevant into our graveyard. Like, how good would Faithless Looting in our graveyard be right now? We then called Bedlam Reveler off the top like a boss. I just needed a reason to say that again because we did. Uh, the Bedlam Reveler bites the dust immediately and draws us 3 lands. And we still might win. So, I don't feel great. He has 3 cards in hand. And, to be fair, he's also flooded, but he's cast 2 living ends. What more are you supposed to ask for if you're a living in deck? I just want to draw, basically any of the insane draws left in my deck. There's several Faithless Lootings, which would get us there, given how much mana we have. Mutagenic Growth gets us there. There's 3 of those. Any of the draw spells can start chaining stuff. Basically, we just don't want to hit one of the 6 lands left in our deck. Sure, that thing doesn't have fear, so I'm just going to go ahead and block. I think he was supposed to attack with it last turn. I can see why he didn't, though. Alright, so we need his hand to be gas, and we need to be air, and we need to draw gas. So let's think about the board. We cannot draw we can cast a Mutagenic Growth, so that doesn't matter if we go down to 2. We're dead no matter what next turn to the Shriekmaw. Unless, I guess if we were to bolt the Shriekmaw, I guess the world where we bolt Shriekmaw, hit him for 2, chump block the Architects, the Simian Spirit Guide kills us. Is there a reason not to go to 2? So we're balancing fetching Scalding Tarn to get 1 land out of our deck, because there is a Steam Vents left for us to get. We could improve our draw step marginally. So are the odds of us improving that draw step, which is, we probably improve that draw step 3%, is that higher than the odds of drawing a Lightning Bolt, which is, we have 1 in our graveyard, so it's 3 out of 33. So that's 1 in 11 or whatever. That's 8%, 9%. It's 3 and 32. So the odds of drawing light, this is sort of the math that people go through on stuff like this. For those of you who aren't used to doing this type of thing, what I'm doing is calculating whether or not it's worth it to fetch with Scalding Tarn, because the argument with fetch lands is you thin out your deck. You improve your draw step, and that's true. We improve our draw step by I'm not. This is not. I'm not Frank Carson. This is not exact math, but maybe like 2% or something, 2-3%. Either way, it is lower than the odds of us hitting lightning bolt, which is 3 and 32, or like 8 or 9%. And just drawing lightning bolt off the top would not kill him because we'd only be able to do 5 because I'm assuming he makes the block so he doesn't die to a lightning bolt. But it would allow us to bolt the Shriek Maw, hit him for 2, chump block this, fall to 1, and then have another turn to draw something. And obviously this doesn't take into account anything he has, but this is the math you should go through. So now that we've gone through that and made a statistically correct decision, let's see if we get paid off. Not exactly, but close. I'm going to be real disappointed if we don't get what we need off of this, so let's try it. All right, here goes. First Bedlam Reveler missed. Please don't miss this one. Obviously, we're assuming he has nothing. He could easily have something and kill us, but yeah, that's just magic. There's so many good draws here. All right, these are good draws. First things first. Serum Visions. Oh, that's so many Prowess triggers. Let's always yield to all of them. I think we're going to get there. We're at 5, 6. From what I can tell, we're at 6 right now. So we need to find a spell we can cast off of this. And we have. Barely, though. All right, Get Probe. Now we can... Oh, we have the Lightning Bolt, so he's just dead. That's fine. So we can go Manamorphose. And we can make red and green mana. So do we have any? We have one mountain. Is there? Can we fetch still? Red, green. I think he's dead, but we're gonna play this out. I'm trying to figure out if I can fetch. We don't have another. Oh, I would say whatever. I already misclicked through it. I would say I do think we have another mountain in the deck, so we could fetch for basic mountain, and then bolt. Bolt him with the red off of this. If we had made blue, it doesn't matter. We're just going to go ahead and mutagenic growth this guy. So this is going to put this guy to a 4. Does that matter? I don't think that matters. Oh my gosh. Oh, what if we had bolted him? Oh no, what a disaster. Almost. Imagine if we had lightning bolted him first. Oh jeez. Yeah, your Simian Spirit Guide is huge, but what if we had lightning bolted first and he redirected the bolt to our face and killed us? Oh my gosh, it would have been a disaster. Well, now I'm changing my... Now I have to... Now I'm going to pay 2 life and go to 1 and Get Probe him because I don't want to walk into another one of those. I'm not casting this next lightning bolt because we're not dead. Oh, we are dead if he has it. So I guess it doesn't matter, but... Alright, good. Oh my gosh. That was so close to being a disaster. Alright, lightning bolt, friend. Jeez. Oh my gosh. But we got there. At 1 life in game 3, we got there. GG's, man. Holy crap. I would... For the absurdity that was game 3, if it had ended on him ricocheting trap our lightning bolt to our face, that would have been insane. I mean, I guess he had to do what he did because that spell alone was going to kill him, but wow. All right. Whew, deep breath from that one. I'm sorry I'm worked up. That match was insane. That's way more interactive than you ever expect to have a match against the Living End. We called that Bedlam Reveler off the top. Then we go back and we have we have 1 draw phase to hit something good, and we had another Bedlam Reveler. The card is nuts. Pay 2 mana, get a 3/4 prowess, draw 3. All right, wow. I'm gonna try to catch my breath over here and play another match. So, but I don't think it's gonna live up to that one. We'll see.